up, guys? So we got an interesting project. So I got all these shitty transmissions over here. This one's out of an '03 Legacy. It needs a center diff, which I don't have right now. This is out of second gen Legacy Outback, or like I guess the first generation of Outback. So it should be 411. This is my 411 one that I just took out, and it's got a bad input shaft bearing, and all the gears are really loud. So I took that out. So basically the plan is this 411, if you bring the camera over here, the bell housing is broken because it was in an accident, but the internals are great. And supposedly it has low miles, it's just been sitting for a long time. So the plan is to take the internals from this broken one and put it in this case. And yeah, I mean, that's the plan. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is take the transfer case off. So this is the actual transmission where the gears are, and then this is the transfer case, and this is like the rear cap for the transfer case cap, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And the transfer case is just 12 mil bolts all the way around. So, but first I'm gonna take off this sensor, that sensor, and just like all this stuff that's just on here. Pretty much everything is 12 mil. I think there's a couple 14s around here. But yeah, so the first thing we'll do is we'll get these out of the way, get the transfer case off, and show you what that looks like. So these are actually 14 for the transfer case. I thought they were 12, but I was wrong. Alright, so make sure you have them all out, all the way around, otherwise it's not going anywhere. And we're just gonna give it a smack. See, it's starting to separate.
Lay it on its side again. And you can slide it off.
I just don't want it to lean on it. It's hanging out. You want to pause it? Yeah. So, something with the shift fork isn't letting go. I'm going to pop this cover off. See if, I don't know, I think this cover might be for that. I'm honestly not sure. We've only done this once before, and it was on a newer transmission that had like a different style transfer case, so. So, if you look in here, I'm not sure if the lighting is good enough for that, but there's a 10 mil right here that I think I need to take off. Oh, fuck. Oh, gotta get my socket out, but I think I need to take that 10 mil off so that it can slide over the like the shift rod thing, and then I'll have to knock that out with a punch. And then it should just slide back. We'll see. Get this back on the dowel. So knocked that roll pin out, got the 10 mil off. Now, if you'll hold that, Preston, should slide right off.
Ta-da!
Yeah. I don't know why that's still on
There's a
there.
spider on that side. Fucking creepy. Creepy crawly.
Okay.
It's not too bad inside, actually.
No, I mean, it's kind of dirty, but. So these are the shift forks here. I don't remember which ones for which gears. This is the counter shaft, I believe. This is what actually has all the gears and synchros on it, except for, I think, this is 5th right here. I don't fucking remember. This is the input shaft. So the input shaft is going to the counter shaft, which is going to the center differential here. That's the center differential, which is super easy to take out the other way. We have another video on that, which then sends power front and rear, which would be up to here. Maybe that's actually, I don't fucking know. We're not experts. Here you go. Pretty much every bolt has a nut on the opposite side that you have to hold. So, you know, ideally you'd have a workbench and, like, you know, proper equipment, but that's how we're doing it. So we got all the bolts off. There's like 4 14s or maybe 6 14s, and then the rest are all 12s. They're all different lengths, so it'll be interesting putting it back together. Next is this shaft right here is bolted in 2 spots to each half of the case, because we're splitting the case down in the center. So right now we're going to take these 2 out, and then we should be able to just lift this side up and off. Couldn't really record it because it took both of us. We basically just tapped it with the hammer. Now this will just come off, and there it is.
It's actually pretty simple when you actually get the case off. It's surprising.
Yeah, so that's fun. So this is the input shaft right here. So the power is going through to here, and then the shift forks here, here, and there's another one somewhere in there. Basically make certain gears line up, obviously. That's interesting.
Yeah, because these two get like each gear set, it will get you your different gear ratios for each gear.
Yeah, so I believe this one has like a little thing keying this race in a certain spot, but I think, can I lift this up yet?
No,
Maybe
we're gonna
not.
pull the other bolts out, don't we?
I don't know. So this just kind of basically just pops right out, and then just move that. Show you. Right here, there's a little circle for that dowel right there to line up with. So when you're putting it back together, that's really important. So I'm going to take the other 2 bolts out to get the counter shaft out, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. So there's this one here, which is going to be kind of weird angle. There's a hole in the shift fork right here for you to put this through. So got those 2 bolts out. It should come out. I have to kind of help it. Yeah.
Let's pull the shift fork off there.
Can you help me keep it from rotating? Yeah, just like that. There we go. So these are your actual shift forks. So this one's for, I think, 5th. I want to say this is 3rd and 4th. I don't know.
1st and 2nd, 3rd and 4th. 5th
Yeah,
and
yeah,
reverse.
yeah. I think that's right. I don't know. If you want to watch experts, go to a different video. It's just us having fun. So, and this is the front diff. Pretty simple. So we'll set this aside as a spare. Alright, well, at this point, if you wanted to change the shift forks or anything like that, which do get damaged from like riding the shifter, like if you leave your hand on the shifter and stuff, this is the time to do that. So you would knock this, there's a roll pin there. Say if you were changing this fork, you'd knock that roll pin out. And then on the back side of this case, there's these 10 mils, like that one there, and that one there. Those have a spring with a ball on it, and that's what's actually, see if I can move one. That's what's actually clicking in and out of gear. So basically you're just taking a ball and a spring out with those and then knocking that out. And this should just slide straight out. You might have to like use a slide hammer to kind of slide hammer off the shift forks. But for now, I'm gonna leave these in here because my plan is to use those in that transmission, assuming they look good when I take it apart. I haven't had any problems with them, so they should look good. But I'm basically just trying to replace the shafts and all the bearings and gears and stuff from this one. So hopefully I won't have to take those out. But that's probably going to be the end of this video. And then next video, we'll do the same thing, take that one apart, hopefully cut it up a little bit faster and put the internals in it and reseal it. Basically all you do to reseal it, all the factory does and all we're going to do is clean up the surface and then use RTV. You just use like a thin bead of RTV all the way around. And then there's a paper gasket, you can see right here, that we'll get from the dealership. Just get a brand new paper gasket. Just use that. I have a different center diff that I'll probably use because this one, like a lot of this black stuff is the clutch packs from the center diff. And I don't know if this transmission was towed incorrectly after it crashed. So I'm not going to use the center diff because I don't know that it's good. I'm going to use my old one. The one that used to be in that transmission. I actually already pulled that out. But now I changed the plans, so I'll be putting it back in. So. Alright, well that's the end of this video. See you guys next time.